Get more gray hair. Because sitting here next to you, I'm like white, and yours is so gray hair. Not as much. I can hear you. Get more gray hair.
Welcome, everybody. We're still waiting for a few people to drop in, and we'll get started at 1:30. Their link to the agenda today is in the chat. So if you would like to look at the agenda as we go along, it's there for everybody.
You should leave it open. I think that they should all hear that this is what we're doing. No. I think it's okay for them to know that we're here doing this.
My laptop and just walk over here.
Can you guys hear the honor band in the background? They're just warming up. They're going to start rehearsal in a minute. Oh, there we go. If it gets too distracting, tell us and we'll shut the doors. But I also think it's kind of nice to hear it in the background. It's a race, Rachel, who can hit admit first.
Oh, I haven't been doing it. I've been
Okay.
something else.
Do
You wanna
something.
wait?
No, it's okay.
I'll play your game.
I like games.
Welcome, everybody. Happy New Year. I'm gonna ask that, because I'm between screens, if you do have something in the comments, Christy, you may have to read it to me.
I'll help you with the comments, Louise.
Fantastic.
With the
All right, so we're gonna get started on today's agenda. We need to start, I call the meeting to order at 1:32. Up first, the approval of the minutes from the, I gotta get this out of my way. From the June meeting. And I know it's hard to see this small, but you should all be able to click on the link to this and be able to access it as well. And we'll take a few minutes to read that and come back. Christy, if you can retype the link into the chat and also admit people as they come in.
Yep.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
I just posted the minutes in the link, in the chat. I'll get the, agenda in the chat as well.
The agenda's in the chat.
Yeah, but if you,
Join late.
yeah,
Oh, that makes sense.
so anybody who joined in the last so many minutes.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I was reading the minutes for a minute.
I would like to motion to approve the minutes.
Louise, you're muted. Gotta love virtual.
Still muted.
Hey, you're still muted.
Probably because he's swearing.
I was, but I did it in a nice way. I said, "Sweet Jesus, help me."
All right, how many people are on Efren's call? That's what I want to know.
It's because I'm at home. All right, so motion to approve the minutes by Efren, seconded by Marcus. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Hi.
Any opposed? Okay, minutes approved. Oh, Jeff raised his hand. Jeff, what's your?
I was just voting aye.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
All right, I need to close this. Moving forward, again, the agenda was in the chats. New business, future January membership meetings will be held at 2 p.m. That way we don't have confusion, and it allows us to finish things up and not be rushed. But from now on, it will be at 2 p.m. The June meeting will be at 2 p.m. It will be available via live and Zoom, and we'll go over that a little bit later. There are some things, our new business, that are part of our board reports. Actually, and then this actually was changed. So we're going to go ahead and just start with board reports and come back to it as it covers new business, we'll address it in there. So my board report is, first of all, I want to thank my board for an amazing job. As you guys can tell, I'm not at the honor band. My mom was hospitalized at the end of December, the last day of 2021. And she got out, but unfortunately needs constant care. And so I'm home taking care of my mom, and the board stepped up and took care of everything for me so that I could be home and take care of her while the honor band is going on. So major kudos to the board. Thank you guys. Also, I want to give a big thank you to Virginia, as this is her last year as and remember, she has taken care of this honor band since the second year, maybe even part of the first year. I don't remember how much she was involved the very first year, but Virginia's been with us forever. She's been a huge asset. She's been amazing with this honor band. And she has just, I can't even, it's going to hurt to see her go. I do trust the new hands that it'll go into. She's done an amazing job training people, so we'll be good to go, but we will miss Virginia very much. So hopefully we'll just drag her back as a band manager or something in the future. So thank you. We're just going to drag her back. She doesn't get a choice, even if we just take her to dinner. All right. So the only thing I have left on my report, other than the board really works hard, and I make them work harder than I think anyone's used to. But man, they are just kicking butt. So I'm going to let them tell you everything that they've been working on. But we do need a CBDA rep. It is, when you volunteer, you have to be at the meetings. There's no, I can't make it type thing. So, but if you're interested, contact me. We'll let you know more about it. And we'll see if you'd like to be part of that. So other than that, I'm going to hand it over to Christy and let Christy do the rest.
Hello, everyone. We talked a lot about the fall season and how things went and some of the how we implemented some of the changes that we've been working on, and that felt like it went really well. And I want to congratulate everyone for surviving COVID and coming out with your bands. It was really nice to have normal band reviews. That just felt really awesome and really good. And it's just really nice to be able to do what we normally do, right? And as we continue to look at our events and how to improve them, we'd like to develop guidelines for parade and field scheduling. And that being said, once the show hosts create their schedules, we're going to ask them to check it in with the vice president of parade and field. It's currently me, but that obviously could change in the future. But on principle, it would be that person. And then we also discovered a lot of weird unwritten rules that we're expected to go on as parade and field folks in our rules. So I'm in the process of going through the rules with a fine-tooth comb and finding all of these, I've been calling them gentlemen's agreements that we have in the rules that are not explicit. So we're trying to make them more explicit and working on that for voting on in June. And as a membership, if you have suggestions, we'll talk about them and we'll see if they should go forward, and you're welcome to make proposals. But just know that that's something I'm working on. And what was the other thing? Parade and field rules. We're always looking to improve things, and we'd love to have some spring band reviews. I put out a form on the Facebook page, and it's linked here on the agenda. It takes less than 2 minutes to fill out this form. If you're even remotely interested in going to any spring band reviews, that would be parade and concert and jazz, please let us know, because there's some folks that are interested in hosting, and there's some folks that are interested in hosting, and they need to know if it's worth it to get the parade permit, because you need to have a certain number of bands to even make it start be worth it. So you can say if you're interested even remotely what weekends you're interested in, and if you're interested in hosting a review in the spring, you can put your name forward. We could have 3 weekends. Typically, we've only had 2, but we could have 3 weekends. We could actually even have 4 if there was enough interest. I'm not confident that there'd be enough interest to have 4. But we can open it up and revive that spring season. And I'll put your name down, John, for being on the committee. Okay?
What's John?
John Schmid is volunteering to be on the committee for rules. Rule committee, and I'm guessing you want parade. I would like to see clear instructions. Oh, that's a private one to me. Okay, I won't read it out loud. Sorry, guys. Okay, got it. I'll just take that note into that private message into consideration. And like, you guys are welcome to email me things or tell me later or give me another private message like you just did, and let me know what you're thinking. Okay, if there's no more questions for me, we can pass it on to, looks like Marcus is next.
Great. I'm going to share my screen really quickly. Oh. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Perfect. Let me get it to where I can see my screen, so I can see what I'm presenting. I'm sorry, but how do I get it to?
Slideshow?
Yeah. Okay, I think I got it.
Hit the present button.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, everyone.
Okay.
So this is the Winter Activities Board Report. Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. Happy 2022. As Christy stated, I just want to also say I'm so excited that we get to have in-person competitions this year, and we have a lot of interest in live in-person auditions. So just to give some updates, total show enrollments for Winter 2022, as of yesterday, we had 243 signups for different shows for Winter Guard, 215 for percussion, and 571 drum major entries, for a total of 1,029 entries. So far, for this winter, still expecting some late entries as well, but, lots of interest in winter activities, super excited. As of yesterday, we have invoiced 51,460. 42,150 has paid, and we only have about 9,310 outstanding. So thank you all for getting those payments in and avoiding those late fees. So here's the schedule with some updates. So Benicia has been canceled. That email went out for Winter Guard and Winter Percussion. However, Armio will be hosting the drum major competition that same day. So they'll take the drum majors and we'll just host a Armio, so we don't have to try to shuffle around 61 drum major entries. Thank you, Louise, for hosting that for us. The Reno show has been canceled due to facility issues. Rosemont has been canceled due to COVID restrictions. However, hold tight on that because we are anticipating that another school close to that region is going to take it over for 1 year. So we don't want to cancel those entries yet. Vallejo has been canceled at the request of that director, and Del Oro was canceled due to low enrollments as well. And I guess well, I can say who it's going to be. So we're hoping, and it sounds promising. I talked to Ben Duncan. It sounds like Del Oro might take the Rosemont show for this year only, so that we can still have those folks compete. On March 4th. On March 4th, on that Friday before the Army Fair for the weekend. And championships is looking pretty good. I think we'll probably get a few more enrollments, but for Guard and Percussion, we're about where we normally are. Drum major's a little low, but I anticipate some late enrollments as well there. Some updates, all judges for winter activities has been assigned. Thank you to the judges committee, Matt, Chris Baker, Mario, and I have gotten all those assignments done, already shuffled some people around. All currently assigned judges have completed the required WGI certified courses, so that's 100 and 200 for percussion, and 100, 200, and 300 for color guard. Lee Carpenter will be holding a TMP training this afternoon for all TMP judges. There's a few others in the circuit that wanted to sit in on that, and that's fine. So that'll be this afternoon at 3. One new thing is that each school will receive a director badge and 3 staff badges per competing units. So these badges must be presented at each show in order to get in. So if a staff person forgets their badge, they have to pay the regular fee to get in. So that's just to alleviate all the extra wristbands and the host making badges, and so there's a sense of more consistency from show to show. Few motions I need to make. First, to increase tabulator pay for winter activities by 1 hour, 30 minutes before and 30 minutes after, to account for setup and cleanup. Currently, for winter, the tabulator was not making, or was not being compensated for that extra time.
Can you announce what the pay increase is?
Yeah, so that pay increase would be $30. So that total of additional hour would be $30. So does someone want, am I making that motion?
Yeah, you just did.
You just did.
That's my motion for that one.
Can you say it one more time?
I motion to increase the tabulator pay for winter activities by 1 hour, 30 minutes before and 30 minutes after, to account for setup and cleanup.
For a total of $30.
It would be a total of $30 extra.
I second.
Thank you.
Okay, discussion?
There's a voting poll in the chat.
I have not opened the voting poll yet because we hadn't sent it to vote yet.
That's true.
No discussion?
No discussion?
Call for the question.
All right. So what's the voting link, Rachel? They can vote that way?
There's a question, Louise.
The winter groups will have,
All for the question, I think.
Yeah.
I asked, well, I wanted to know what this link was.
So the link is, once we open the voting, that's where we will vote for if things are passing or failing.
So like right
Are we
now,
ready
I
to
can
go?
tell everyone to vote on it.
Yeah, but I
If
think
we are ready
Jeff-
to do that, I hit the play button.
I think Jeff had a question.
Jeff, he called the question. No, he just wants us to vote. So all in favor?
All right, go to the voting.
Go to the voting link.
Aye. Oh, go to the voting link. So click on the link that's what I was asking about. Okay. So there's a link, you can click on it, you can approve, deny, or abstain. Go to the link. Click on your thing and hit vote.
The voting link is in the chat.
Seems like that passed.
That's what I'm asking, where did we go?
I agree.
24, 25 votes. All right, and there's, I think, how many of us in this, 27 of us in this room?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, motion carries. And it, 27 votes. So it's 26 yes and 1 deny and 0 abstentions. Motion carries.
38 participants.
Yeah, is that a quorum? That qualifies as a
Yeah,
quorum,
I think so.
But the question is, are all of these paid members?
Yeah, I already know.
That's the other thing. We gotta check.
All right, so I guess that tabulator one. So the next motion is to remove the minimum timing for penalties for winter guard and winter percussion for winter 2022 only in light of, I need to share my screen again.
I'm sorry, I shared the results page while it was going.
Oh, that's okay, Rachel. Sorry, everyone, we are trying to figure it out. Okay, there it is. So the next motion is to remove the minimum timing penalties for winter guard and percussion for winter 2022, similar to what we did in the fall, in light of COVID and, kind of.
I second.
Thank you.
Discussion from anybody in the room?
Jeffrey has his hand raised.
Yeah, so we're just talking about for this year, correct?
Yes, sir.
I'm just double checking. Okay.
Yeah, even as for the 2022 guard and percussion, sorry, winter guard and winter percussion season.
Marcus?
Question.
John's question.
There's another question.
Go ahead, Lee.
If you're already following the WGI rules for 2022, that's in the WGI rules. No minimum performance time and no minimum equipment time. So it's already done.
No, we don't.
Thank you, Lee, our local WGI expert.
Wait. We don't even have to vote. Nope.
So we don't have to vote on that, then. Thanks, Lee.
Thank
So
you.
I think that
Need to rem-
answers your question as well, John.
You need to remove your motion from the floor.
I move to remove my motion.
Second it.
You strike it.
I rescind my motion from the floor.
Okay.
Perfect.
You gotta reshare your screen, right? No, I don't.
And that is all I have. As always, I just want to thank everyone that works on this team with me to make it happen. Everyone's on this list. I changed Jen's name to Jen Herman, so that should be correct this time. So thank you, everyone that works with me to make this happen. Appreciate everyone, and that's all I have, unless anyone has any questions.
Thank you, Marcus.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Lee, for doing this TMP training for us.
Yes, thank you, Lee. Huge thank you. Oh, that's the meeting minutes. Here we go. Back to the agenda. All right, that's all in there. Next up is Matt Mackey.
Hello, everybody. First, I just want to thank all of the judges this past fall for their patience and their flexibility in getting through this new system. I was very happy with this new digital judging system that we were able to launch. And a big thank you that goes out to Rachel for developing all of that and making it happen. So Rachel, thank you. Not only was it personal to our circuit, but it probably saved us a ton of money that she did it for us. So if you have any suggestions or any input into how that was rolled out or how we can improve it, please let me know or let Rachel know. Because we are always trying to improve everything for us. And I was really happy that we were able to make it happen, especially through this kind of modified fall. So it was really, really great. And to be able to get our sheets digitally, like just within an hour, pretty much, of the end of the competition, and to have the recordings linked into that, it's just amazing.
At the end of the season, we had sheets in hand by the time they went to the director's meeting.
Yeah, it was so quick. And it's so glad that we were able to get rid of Dropbox finally. So that was great. I am currently working on an updated head judges manual for our head judges, which is going to streamline a lot of what happens at the band reviews for them, with checklists of things that need to be done, some scripts, some other things that are going to just make things a lot easier for the show hosts in general, including providing for them a head judges kit with all the proper tools they need, like radios and measuring wheel and duct tape and so forth. We are going to look at also doing another judges training coming up at the end of towards the end of the year or the beginning of the fall. And judging recruitment, we're always looking for more to add to our team. So if you are interested, or if you do know any individuals who you feel would be an asset to our judging association, please let me know, send them my way. We can get them started in the process. And please do not be afraid to put yourself out there. Even if you're not sure, going through the training, I think is very beneficial. If you're afraid of, offending somebody as a judge, don't be. Just start the training. Maybe do some apprenticeship, and maybe it'll help clear things up for you. But it can't hurt. So let me know. We'd love to have you as a part of the judging pool. I think that's it for me. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Matt. Any questions or anything for Matt? All right.
What weekend are we talking about for potentially doing judges training in the spring?
Not in the spring. It wouldn't be probably till August again.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, July or August, but we'll get that date out really soon, probably before the June meeting. If not the June meeting, it'll be done.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, up next is Diane.
Hello? What am I? Oh, sorry. There you go. Okay.
They can hear you through this.
Okay. Yeah, you talk to that. I can't see if this, so the kids got their pins, okay? And so they got their honor band pins. We have nominations open for awards. It's on the website, so please nominate, and please read the criteria, thank you. Because some people last year submitted things and it didn't fit the criteria for the awards, so we would like to give out awards for people that are worthy of them. So please nominate people and get that in by March 1st. And then, for large ensemble festivals, we have 3 large ensemble festivals scheduled in April. April 9th will be at Pittsburgh High School. April 23rd will be at Indercombe High School, and the 30th will be at Delmar High School. And the forms are available to sign up on our NCBA website. So please do that. We'd love to see more people come out and participate. And then we're taking a hiatus for June for no clinics this year, so. And that's all I have.
Any questions for Diane? All right, thank you, Diane. Moving on to Honor Band, Virginia.
Okay, well, first of all, I want to say there's just a bunch of thank yous because so many people help out to make this happen. To get these kids auditioned, I would want to thank Rachel for all of her work getting the Google system online auditions ready to go. That worked really well for us. I haven't heard a lot of feedback or any problems you were having with that. So if you do have suggestions, let me know. But that really, really worked well. It made my life a lot easier at the beginning of December. I was amazed. So that was wonderful. That was a huge thank you there. Also, when we got here, we got started this weekend. There was a lot of people who helped out here at Delta College. We had, last minute, our band manager for the high school honor band tested positive for COVID, so we had to recruit somebody to make all the folders at the last minute, and Matt and Diane stepped up and did a great job helping out as the high school band manager. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And everyone who helped with live auditions, that all went very, very smoothly, and the kids are here having a great time. We did have a few kids who had to drop because of illness, but a large majority of them are here and having a great time. They're sounding good. The conductors are very happy with what's going on. I think there's going to be some really, really good concerts coming up. Let's see. What else do they need to say? I typed it earlier, so I remember what I typed. And yeah, thank you, Diane. Also, there's going to be live streams for both. Tonight we have the jazz band concert at 7:30. There's a live stream. The link's on the website. So if you can't join us, especially if you're not in Stockton, consider watching that. And tomorrow afternoon we have a concert for the concert band groups, and that's also got a live stream going. Really looking forward to the great concert. And it also occurs to me that when I typed up the program that, you know, we could probably recruit a few people to help us out. So if you think you want to get involved with this process, we could probably use a few people, especially since I'm leaving the board. And so, and whoever ends up with this position, they're going to need the same help, if not more, next year. So please consider stepping up. It's a great opportunity. There's a lot of camaraderie here. You make a lot of great, make connections, people to help you out and mentor you. So please consider getting involved one way or another. There's a band manager, helping out with live auditions. That's really awesome. So thank you and enjoy the honor band.
Any questions for Virginia? Yes, thank you, Virginia, for everything. All right, Kristen is not here, correct? She's with the junior high.
She's doing an awesome job.
Yes, Kristen has done an amazing job. She's just as important as Virginia and has done such an amazing job. So major kudos to Kristen. If you see her and get a chance, give her a thank you, because I know this job is a lot. So, all right.
Reminding me too.
All right, so next is Mario.
Hello, I'm going to wear 2 hats, which is the past president and drum major, so I'll go with the past president first. For the past president job description, it's also with live and CD listening auditions, so I want to say thank you to all the directors and board members that helped with the live and the listening auditions. If you are interested in becoming a board member, so next year we have elections for president, secretary, VP of honor band chair, clinics and awards, large ensemble. please email me. I'll put my email on the chat, and let me know if you're interested in becoming a board member. And if you go on our website, there are job descriptions for board members as well, so you could, before you apply, make sure there's qualifications of experience and leadership experience with that. If there's any questions about what I just said, put it on the chat. I'm gonna go to my drum major hat on now. I've been meeting with the drum major judges, and my committee for winter 2022 is Eric Gerlaga and Jack Gaudreau. And also the drum major judges have been helping me. I know Bryce Beckel has been helping me as well with that and coming to the meetings. So we are updating the drum major sheets and presenting to you guys on June 4th at the general session meeting. We have I'm gonna put it on Facebook and do an email blast. On January 30th at 2 p.m., it's a Sunday, we're gonna have a drum major Zoom clinic before winter starts, and all our judges that are available will be there. That will talk about any questions they have, building routines. They could show us a short clip of a video, or go out in their backyard and just show us, able to go to breakout rooms and be of a free service for NCBA for that.
What day was that, Mario?
That is January 30th, that's a Sunday, January 30th.
Where?
At 2 p.m. on Zoom, and we're gonna give the Zoom link on Facebook and also put it on the website pretty soon. That is my, sorry. For the 2023 conductors.
24.
Oh, sorry, well, I'm gonna say 220.
Oh, okay.
We have high school, Dr. John Zarco. Middle school, we've got Louise Jacob. For jazz, we've got Dr. Aaron Lincoln from San Jose. And I'll be observing the rehearsals again. Dr. Morris and Kathy and Patrick from UOP is doing an amazing job this weekend. I can't wait to see their concerts. On the chat, Rachel's going to be sharing with you the 2024 list for you to vote. Oh, it's Aaron.
Well, they need to be able to add people
Oh,
to
yeah.
the
So you
list.
could add to Jazz is Aaron Langston for 2023.
How do you spell LinkedIn?
L-I-N-G-T-O-N.
It's different, that's Louise.
You're putting question marks.
You're looking at Louise, not Stefan.
Oh, okay, that's right. Okay, do we want to list the,
I think we need the list. We need to put the list that we came up with. and
Yep,
make it match
I'm
this.
Rachel's
Sharing it
gonna
now.
put the list. So. And can you read that out loud, the list, please? Rachel?
Sure. Here we are. So far for the high school conductor nominations, we have Randall Stanbridge, Jack Stamp, David Vickerman, Emily Sinan, Kevin Day, and Shanti Simon. So we are open for additional entries.
You need anybody to speak to conductors and why you recommend them?
Cambridge doesn't have a B in it.
Stanbridge?
Yeah.
Got it.
Okie dokie.
I haven't worked with Jack Stamp in forever.
Are there any other recommendations from the floor?
All right. No further recommendations. Go ahead and click on your link to vote in the chat.
I'm anxiously waiting.
There it is.
Okay.
There we go.
Go.
How do I cannot vote. It is not allow me to do,
It's kind of fun to watch the results come in like that.
A Zoom map down on the bottom.
Love it. I do too.
Being a new middle school band director, I don't even know who half of these band directors are.
You'll get to know Randall Sanders. She writes a lot for middle school and writes really
We're gonna have
well.
to have a talk, JR.
Well, that's, I think, why Virginia suggested we talk
Yeah,
about them,
should
but then none of us talked about them, so
Right,
now it's
too
too
long,
late.
yeah. I mean, Dave Dickerman, a little bit, he taught at Lodi High for a while, and he's now at San Jose State.
He's really good.
Yeah, did a great job.
So we have
All right.
39 people in the meeting. Are we?
We don't have to.
Yeah, I agree, Dustin.
So I need to, well, you could save this, right? We'll take the top 3 and make sure they're available.
We have a tie for third, three-way tie for third.
Well, there's 28 people voting and there's 39 in the meeting.
Technically, there's 38 because Efren's in here twice.
Okay,
And one of the things we talked about was that perhaps we're trying to get a commission maybe also. So
both Stamp and Randy and
Sandridge could be a
Yeah.
composer slash, conductors, and that would be great to have a
they
composition.
both do.
Okay, so
I'm playing I'm playing a
Close the vote.
piece at the high school and the middle school by standards. We're doing 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, and it's awesome.
Move to close the vote.
All right, there's a motion to close the vote. All right,
We got it, right?
so I think we're, oh, did I lose everybody?
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna, Rachel, you're gonna leave it open, you're closing it?
I have not closed it. We're still have a tie for third. We have a three-way tie for third. I have not actually stopped it.
Let the board decide the
What-
tie for third.
I think we can just move into junior high.
All right, we'll leave it open and let's go ahead and move on to junior high nominations.
So currently, we have Mike Galastatus, David
Oh,
Eshelman.
that's Jazz.
That's Jared.
I'm sorry, junior high. John Grantham, Mario Sebastian, Charlie Rada, Robert Madrid, and Kathy Holton, so far on the table. Would anybody like to talk about these or add individuals to the list
Mark Calvo just asked that Richie Hodge be added to the list.
for junior high?
Because you're in front of everybody.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's how it works, I
Oh,
promise.
it's because the other one's still open, actually.
Oh, then let's close that one.
Two was Randall Sanders. And 3 is a 3-way tie. We have to figure it out.
I think the protocol would be like previous to the high school conductors, if anybody would like to speak to any of the middle school conductors, we can have a second to do so.
I would love for that right now. So can we get those names back up and
Yeah,
speak?
she's
to-
working on it.
It's not letting me add people, it's having an issue. I don't know why, because it let me do it on the other one.
She's having trouble adding a person.
While she's adding, can someone speak to any of those people on the list? Any, the people that nominate them, hopefully they're in the room.
John Grantham from Amador Valley, outstanding band program. He's also really good with a wide variety of kids. I think he'd do a tremendous job. Also, I think my colleague to my right, Mario Sebastian, also would do a great job with kids. Either one of them would be fantastic.
I'm gonna speak for Charlie. If you haven't had a chance to listen to Charlie's group, they sound amazing. I mean, he's done a really great job at Irvington, both on the street, in the classroom specifically. His wind ensembles are top notch, and I think it'd be great for us to have him here with our kids, you know, in a couple years.
Hi, this is Kathy. I don't know if you can hear me.
We
Hi,
can hear you.
Kathy.
I don't
Hey,
think,
Kathy.
I don't think I should be running for it. So thank you.
Somebody
All right,
said she was
back
gonna
to
say
that.
All right, so if there's no more talking, can we vote on this?
Yes, but Kathy, are you sure you want to remove your name?
Yeah, I don't think I want to do it. I'm too old. Thank you, though.
All right, well, I disagree with you, and I think you're an amazing educator that has never been given the opportunity to shine.
Oh, thank you,
Many
Louise.
conversations with you, you have helped me as an educator grow, and I mean, I understand that you don't want to do it, but please know that I hold you in high value, and I think you're an amazing educator.
Oh, I really appreciate that.
And that was the consensus here when we were talking about it, so it's held throughout the room.
Thank you so much, you guys.
So do you want to be removed, or would you like to stay on the ballot?
Yeah, I think I should be removed.
All right.
Thank you very much, Louise.
You're welcome, Kathy. So we're removing Kathy per her request. All right. Okay, so let's start the voting. I'm going to go ahead and just time this voting, just to make it easier that everyone will have 3 minutes to vote. And I will start a timer for 3 minutes. Voting, go ahead and open voting. Once that link goes up, I will start the timer.
Yeah, she's working on it.
Oh, sorry.
The link is, yeah.
Is it the same one?
I think it's the same one.
Yeah, it's the same link.
Okay, then.
All right, so just scroll back up and hit the link.
Got it. Cool.
Just a little hint, if you keep the window open, you can just go back to it. Every time it goes to a new poll, it just opens it up in the same window.
Yeah, I have too many things open and they're not in the right order.
Can we repost it in the chat, please?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry?
Can we repost it in chat because I switched devices?
Sure. And somebody else reposted in chat, I can't get back to the chat, right?
Is it the same link?
Yes.
Okay, I can do that.
This is really a hard decision.
I know, we didn't make you go out of the room.
But because he can't see it, that's why I did it in direct poll, actually.
You really needed that experience of being sent out of the room. It was so fun.
I can put him in the waiting room.
I'll just go under the
Do we
table.
do that just for fun anyways?
We lost Lee. We're trying to get him back in.
Cool.
That's good. We're close. She had a 3-minute timer on the voting.
Yeah, we still have some time, so we have a 3-minute timer just to make things easier. One minute left, and then we'll move on.
It's a close vote. We could get like in the style of a Kahoot next time.
Yeah, there you go.
Especially when you get that.
I need a walk.
Like a horse race.
Coming down the last stretch.
How are we doing on time, Louise?
7 seconds and time. All right, so we have Charlie Rada, followed by John Grantham and Mario Sebastian. So congratulations to all 3 nominees. Mario will be in contact with them. All right, moving on. Moving on to the jazz nominations.
Okay, jazz nominations so far are Mike Galastatus, David Eshelman, Brad North, Curtis Gaser, and Brian Kendrick.
Speak to them.
Well, Curtis is retiring this year, and he's also produces some pretty freaking amazing jazz groups.
I also, yeah, I think even one of them would be
Yeah.
fantastic. It's a hard choice.
Dave Eshelman was my college director at Cal State Hayward, which is now CSU East Bay. Has his own big band, composer. So if you guys are talking about compositions, he could also write one for that year as well. If you guys wanted that as well.
I just played one of his pieces. It was fun.
Did he open up the nominees?
Any from the floor? Any nominations from the floor?
Just want to say Brian Kendrick has been a colleague for a long time. This is Art Holton, and he does a terrific job with the students.
Thanks, Art. Thank you.
Thank you, Art. Anyone else want to speak to anybody else? And they're all great selections. You guys really put one heck of a list together. All right. Let's go ahead and open that voting. Granted, I think some of you already started. Go ahead and starting that timer.
Take a minute.
Okay, I'm gonna lower this time to 2 minutes. So we have about 30 seconds left. All right. That is time. So Curtis Gazer, followed by Dave Eshelman. We have a tie for fourth. The board will decide that one. What is this?
Ignore that. It's just a link to get to the poll also, but anyway,
Oh.
I hit stop so that people were stopping, and anyway, it shows you
All
that.
right. Well, thank you guys all for that vote. Those were all great nominations. All right, we're moving forward. Let's. Next on, going back to Mario, do you have anything left to talk about?
Nope.
All right.
My report.
Thank you, Mario, for your report. Moving on to Chris Baker.
Hello, everybody. Not much to throw out there. All the percussion judges for winter have all gone through the level 100 and 200 WGI training. That's as high as WGI has at percussion right now. We do have a training coming up with Dan Bryan on Sunday, the 23rd of this month. We're going to do some interactive work with the new WGI sheets and get a chance to play around with those a little bit before everything goes live that first weekend of February. So looking forward to the new transition. We're excited about it. Thank you to the committee, Mark Calvo, Ryan Lee, and Paul Zibney for all your help. And that's it, unless anyone has any questions.
All right, any questions for Chris? All right, thank you, Chris. Moving on to our treasure and digital tools, Rachel Kylie Grant, or Grant Kylie, sorry. Say that backwards every time.
All right. So as you can see, there's some numbers on the page. We have a healthy account balance right now. Not a lot of honor band expenditures have occurred yet, or they've started to occur as we wrote some checks today, so I did update that recently. Our account balance right now is about $127,000. And obviously that's before any of our winter activities expenses and other things like that, as you can see categorically in the table above. And then to digital tools, electronic scoring is now ready for winter activities. And we're really excited for continuing this effort and learning from the fall season and implementing it for the winter. Any questions for me?
All right, so no questions for Rachel. Those of you that haven't judged yet and you're judging the winter season or interested in judging in the future, there is a specific headphone that works best with our digital tablets. So before you go out and buy one, please contact Rachel or any of the board members, and they'll be happy to tell you which one to get. Nikki, you have your hand up.
Yes, I was wondering if you guys were going to be sending confirmations for those of us who have signed up for the winter activities competitions this year, so that we know what we're signed up for and what's officially gone through.
So you did receive, when you received the invoice, it has everything that you signed up for. When we had groups that still had a balance, I sent revised invoices with the balance showing and the late fees applied just last week, I believe. And so if you didn't receive it last week, then that meant that you didn't have a balance, and so you didn't receive it. But if for any reason you would like a new invoice sent to you, it's really not a problem at all. Send me an email. I'm going to put my email in the chat right now.
Okay, I just wanted to confirm because when we're doing the billing through the school, I basically hand her the invoice, and then I don't know if the check was sent or if it was received by you guys or any of that. And so it's hard for me to know that everything went the way it's supposed to, if that makes sense.
It is definitely. So I put my email in the chat. At any time, if you're ever questioning anything like that, it's really easy for me to look up. So shoot me an email or a text or a phone call. Rachel is all contactable. And, feel free to reach out to me anytime, and I will get back to you, usually within the same day, on, what it is, and I can always resend you a new invoice. In fact, maybe that's something that we'll do in the upcoming weeks, just resend, everybody a new invoice. That way they can see if they have any balance, and they can also see the adjustments that we've made for the, other events.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you
I
Nick,
also-
for bringing that up.
I also have a question. When we sign up for our winter activities, there's always a link to our music and to the organization as well. And I'm not real 100% on how to use that yet. I've only done it once before, and I was wondering if there is a link that I could just use just for that music purpose.
So now that your registration is likely complete, we didn't keep those registrations open because we saw so much issue in keeping the fall registrations open and so many changes that were happening after the scenes. If you need to still send music in, you can send it to the NCBA email address, and then I will manually key it in so that the link is there for the show host. And we will be sending reminders to people that don't have their music, to guard and drum majors that don't have their music, probably right at the beginning of February, to have them all send their music.
Okay, I will do my best. I'm not a real tech person, so this is a little more crazy. Thank you.
Joy, you'll just send it to Rachel in an email and she'll upload it for you, so you don't have to worry about uploading it in the link.
All right, thank you, Marcus.
You're welcome.
But you can also have a student help you too. I mean, that's what I do when I don't.
But if you can't, if you're having trouble, call me and I can try to walk you through it.
Well, that would be very helpful. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay. Any other questions? All right, up next is Efren. Thank you, Rachel. And up next is Efren.
Hi, guys. Great to see everyone in the room. First off, COVID sucks. All right. I mean, it still sucks. I mean, that hasn't changed. It's been sucking for a year and a half, going on 2 years. I will say, however, though, that, I want to just remind everybody that the board is here to support you in any way that we can. Same thing as all the directors in the room are here to support each other as we go through this winter, spring, fall, whatever it is that we're going to have to be dealing with over the next couple months. Keep that in mind as we are starting to progress through the winter season and the concert season. Don't feel pressured to be the best at show one, because I have a feeling that everybody's going to be working at a different pace this year, and that's okay. So I think just being comfortable with the fact that, like, our groups may not be as ready as they have been in the past, because we're all kind of dealing with different things, and especially as kids are getting sick or getting healthy, or as we're getting sick and we're getting healthy, that'll impact all the things that we're doing, not only with the association, but also with our individual programs. The other thing I want to make sure that, everybody knows is it's okay to ask for help. Like, I think sometimes we get so, we get so focused on our individual programs that, we lose sight of the fact that there are other people going through the exact same things as we are, albeit, in their own experience, but we're all here to support each other. So maybe it's okay to call your local, your neighbor band director and just check in, or, maybe try to get together with somebody, just to catch up. And it doesn't have to be about work. It could just be a really great way to check in and just kind of give you a mental break from all the things that we are going on. Because, I think there's been a big push about, kids' mental health over the last six months to a year, but also, the director's mental health as well. And that's a really big thing. I think the burnout is even more real now than it ever has been. So please don't forget to take care of yourself. Please remember that we are here for you. You got all of our emails are posted on the website. So if you need help with anything, we're here for you. That's what we're here to do. So feel free to reach out. That's all. Love you.
Thanks, Efren.
Thank you so much, Efren. It's 100% true. We do have to take care of ourselves and reach out to those. It really bothered me that I had to bail out on this weekend. But as everyone reinforced with me that family is first and my mom is the world to me. So there are band directors around you that will step up and help. And so just remember that we're all here to help. Even if it's just something small, we're here to help each other. So Efren, thank you so much. I appreciate you stating that and reinforcing that with everybody. All right, up next, any questions for Efren? All right, up next is Bill Burkhead for membership.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and I've got some numbers to look at very briefly. Rachel and I did some crunching the other day. So pre-COVID, we had 225 membership responses from 2019 and 20. During the first year of COVID, we went down to 83, which was a 63% drop off from the previous year. The good news is we're coming back, about 146 currently. We expect that number to go up even further. Rachel, in just a couple of seconds, will be posting the link to the membership form in the chat. Please share that with your fellow band directors in your district if you have those, or share it with that young band director down the street who may not know about us. Word of mouth is really probably the #1 way to get new members to join us and be a part of the fun and all the things that we get to do. And, you know, if they ask you, well, why am I paying $55 a year to be a part of this? Remind them that they have the access to a vast wealth of experience and information from all of the other directors that are members. They also will be, they get to participate in our clinics and our workshops, and they get to be participants in our various events. There's lots and lots of things that are possible, and that only comes from a strong membership. So we'd like to see our membership grow even further. And if you have some additional ideas that you would like to share with me on how we can do that, please send that email directly to me, and I'll be more than happy to take a look at how we can implement that. And that's kind of all the information I have at this time.
All right, any questions for Bill? If you guys don't know, again, if you don't know if you have paid your membership, please just check in with Bill or with Rachel and they'll let you know. All right, any questions?
You can check your membership status on the website. So I'm going to post the website. And there is a link to all members that elected to have their information posted, all paid members that are elected to have their membership posted, lifetime members.
Thank you, Rachel. All right. I have one thing to add. If we could just take a moment of silence. We lost Sydney Simeon, who is known best as Tau 707, who has recorded all of our band reviews, and he's always been around, and he passed away. So if we can just have a quick moment of silence to remember Sydney, that would be greatly appreciated. All right, thank you. Rest in peace, Sydney. Anything anyone wants to add?
Art has his hand up.
All right, Art?
Hi, as Art Holton. This is mainly to Christy. Christy, was thinking through the years with the spring band reviews. I had thought seriously when the Lincoln band review was in the spring to use the track for a pass and review rather than having to go through the expense of the street and the permits and all that kind of stuff. So just something for you guys to mull over and think about for the spring reviews.
Thank you, Art. I appreciate that thoughtfulness. I think that some of us have had that conversation even in response to some fall reviews where parade permits are getting exorbitant. And I like that you're thinking that way so we can keep stuff going. But I'll mention that to the folks who are hosting.
Okie doke. Thank you.
Thank you, Art. Anyone else? All right. If there's nothing else to share, I want to thank you again all for coming out today. I appreciate it. Oh, there's a hand. Oh, no, it's still Art's hand that's still up. So. All right. With that, I make a motion that we adjourn this meeting.
Wait,
One
wait,
second.
Wait,
you can announce the next general session meeting?
And Art raised
Oh.
his hand again.
I thought I did, but I couldn't. If the next meeting is on June 4th at 2 p.m. Saturday, June 4th at Elk Grove High School. If you choose to be there in person, it's at Elk Grove. If not, there will be a Zoom that you can join in as well. We want everyone to stay safe. Plus, we find that we have a lot more people joining in on Zoom than driving. So we encourage both. All right. Any other
And
questions?
it looks like
Art has his hand up.
No, I just can't figure out how to turn it down.
I got it. I gotcha. I think I clicked it and you clicked it at the same time, so it went back up. I think that's
There
what.
you go.
Anything else I need to cover before I I put the motion to dismiss? All right, motion to adjourn.
Second.
And by Chris Baker. Hey, all in favor? Yell, yeehaw. All right. And meeting adjourned. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day.
Ciao, y'all.
Badges. Richard, the director badges will be at your first review that you attend.